Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I will be providing a general message for what we need to know for our highest and best, categorized by Zodiac signs in their elements. And this is going to be for the week of April 5th to April 12th. So know what your birth chart is and what your zodiac sign is, and it's going to be categorized within that. Earth, air, fire, or water. These are going to resonate for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So let's get started. First, we're going to start off with the earth signs. If you are a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, this message is for you. All right. With the Queen of Swords in reverse for the past, it seems that you've had trouble expressing how you feel or communicating clearly what you want to communicate. It does seem like there's been a blockage at the throat chakra in the past, and this has caused you some distress. Maybe this has caused you to be thrown off of your game and therefore just not seeing the signs. You have allowed your emotions to overwhelm your logic and reason. However, right now you realize that the best thing you can do is to focus on your personal growth. Focus on what you can do good for yourself. Whether you're actually getting outside in nature, planting seeds, growing a garden, but you're paying more attention to your manifestations and having that conscious awareness that you need to manifest what you desire. You're providing the love and nurturing that is required at this time to see that your goals come to fruition. So what is going to help you this week is really taking center stage, moving into your creative energy and being that leader, being that role model, and being okay with attracting a little attention to yourself just because you're willing to live your passion and follow your desires. This is going to help other people kind of start to look at you and be more attracted to your energy. So don't be afraid of that. Totally and fully embrace that. Take the center stage kind of with this week, with that victory, with your leadership abilities. The obstacle for you to overcome this week is going to be the Fool in reversed. So do not allow yourself to be blocked by perhaps your external influence, because the Three of Swords comes out for what's influencing your energy this week. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith and to follow your own desires, to follow your dreams, and to recognize where the universe is opening up for you and showing the support that you need this week. Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and start something completely new, because the energy that is influencing you could very well hold you back if you allow the lower vibrations of the feelings of being betrayed, or the feeling of having a broken heart, or feeling like this poor communication between your loved ones is just disturbing you. If you allow this energy to throw you off this week, then it very well can. But what Spirit is saying basically is that this week you need to have that Eight of Swords energy. You need to take the action to see things clearly, see things as they are. See yourself in your own reflection, recognize where you may be mentally bounding yourself and where you can break free of your own restraints. Where have you possibly put yourself in emotional and mental bondage that is holding you where you are? Can you have the courage to look at yourself this week, to open up your communication and to be truthful with yourself on how you can start to set yourself free from this mental or spiritual bondage that you have yourself in? So that is an action. Find some time to meditate and do some self-reflection there this week. The outcome of this week definitely shows the Hanged Man, which is a shift in perspective, beginning to allow yourself to see things from different points of views. In order to improve your communication and your relationships this week, it's going to be really important that you focus on yourself, focus on your personal growth, allow yourself to start to see things from different perspectives, and work on that ability to inspire others. You have a gift to inspire others, earth signs. So this week, it's going to be a good idea to live in that higher vibration and use that energy to help inspire the people that are around you who aren't feeling so great. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't your energy, so don't take that on. Don't allow it to influence you. Instead, see where the chains are. See where the bounds are. See where your energy could be better served elsewhere. All right, and so I would like to have a healing message for the earth signs. What is our healing for this week, Spirit? Sexual energy. So, the energy of this card wants us to pay attention where our sexual energy may be directed, and as well as like the sexual energy of other people and whether or not it's influencing our energy. Like someone else may be directing strong sexual energy at you this week. And basically what I want to say is make sure that you're not being influenced by that. And make sure that you're not actually projecting that energy onto others. It's really important to know that you can have a total and complete sexual experience with yourself. You actually don't even need another person when you're able to incorporate the primal energies of the root and sacral chakras, which is the first and second energy centers in the body. Taking that energy and bringing it up, incorporating it into your heart, into your throat, into your third eye and your crown chakra, being that open and divine conduit to the heaven from the earth. That's where you can experience a totally whole and complete sexual experience with yourself, believe it or not. Because when you can use that creative energy and connect it with the source, you can facilitate a blissful experience for yourself. So that's a really good message there. Let me see what the Soul's Journey lesson oracles have for the earth signs this week. So the lessons we have for you earth signs this week is relationships and regret. There's a lot of healing happening in relationships, and you're moving and you are learning to move past regret. So you're opening up the crown chakra and learning how to connect directly to source and bring in your individuality, your uniqueness into the world, into your relationships. And you're learning how to overcome regret and learning that there is no wrong decision that has been made. All of the difficulties, all of the struggles that you've gone through in your life so far, including within your relationships, have all been stepping stones towards lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime. So some affirmations there we have with the relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. All right. And with regret, I know that I cannot change the past. All right. So that's what I have for you, Earth signs, this week. Definitely let me know how this resonates for you. And thanks for watching. All right. So, air signs. If you are an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, this message is for you. Let's see what you need to know for your highest good this week. The energies of the past, present. What do you need to know for the helpful energies this week? What obstacle to overcome? Your influencing energy, and let's see, an action for this week as well as an outcome. So what I see here is that there has been a lot of trouble with overcoming habits, habitual way of doing things. Maybe you're stuck in a routine, an unhealthy routine that doesn't serve you, certain areas, maybe addictive behaviors or something along those lines that you kind of catch yourself in, like, hey, like, I need to look at that. So this is the past energy. The past shows me that you have been stuck in old habits, kind of got yourself in a rut, and you were having trouble elevating yourself from this space. You almost felt like you were being controlled by others because you had no self-control. You see what I'm saying? And so presently, that's put you in a place right now, air signs, with the Four of Swords. Needing to recuperate, needing to do some inner work, inner healing, needing to rest. So I feel like right now you might be at this space of healing, retreating from other people's energy, retreating from the influence of others, moving into a space where you can work on your own healing and recover. All right. So active recovery here with some air signs. And what is going to be helping you this week is diving deep, deep within your subconscious and figuring out what may lie outside of your awareness. This could be a good time to develop your psychic abilities, but also just become more aware of your shadow traits that you possess. When you let yourself just totally sink and you just let go and you get deep down within the watery depths of your emotions, you will begin to float. Because once you let those emotions out and you let go and you let flow, you become more aware. And from there, you elevate yourself. All right. It's going to be very helpful for you this week to take some time to do some self-reflection and to figure out which of the two wolves are you feeding. And see where, with the moon, all right, connecting with that moon energy, see where your emotions are this week. All right, so keep checking in with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and be kind to yourself this week, because it might be a very emotional time for you. So the obstacle for you to overcome, air signs, is the King of Pentacles. If you are having any kind of instability whatsoever, or having like a superiority complex, this is where you're going to start to put yourself in check, air signs. Focus on the details of what you're working towards. Open up your root chakra and affirm, I am safe, I am secure, all is well in my world. And be a compassionate leader. Allow yourself to be more in the flow this week than usual. Be more grounded. All right. Be more grounded than you usually are this week. That's going to be super helpful for you. So there is an energy that is influencing you, and that's Four of Wands in reverse that you want to look out for. The Four of Wands tells me that there may be someone in your environment, air signs, that is causing you a little bit of distress, or kind of being like a party pooper, if you will, not being willing to celebrate your victories or even engage in the success that you have to celebrate. So don't let that get you down, because what your action for this week is Page of Cups. It is time for you to actively begin a new pursuit, whether that's a romantic or a spiritual pursuit, one that is going to be emotionally fulfilling to you and give you all that you desire. You have to start somewhere. So start with your imagination and start to believe that what you want is out there. And this week you want to really connect to your heart and connect with your emotional center. Take an action to start a new emotional pursuit. Passionate emotional pursuit towards whatever your heart desires. If you can imagine it, you can create it. So go for it. So the energy that you have as an outcome of this week, air signs, and I do hope that we can shift this energy, is the King of Cups in reversed. I do sense that there is a need for you to get your emotions in balance. I think that this is going to take a little bit longer than we would like, but that's okay. This is a week we're making shifts towards the right direction at this time. So while you're focusing on your healing and you're doing self-reflection on the past situations that have kept you stuck in a rut or stuck in old habits, and you're getting more in tune with your emotional body and what you're going through, and figuring out who in your environment might be influencing your energy, what kind of self-reflection we might need to do. Because if we are feeling a certain strong emotion towards a behavior that someone else is doing, it's a clear indication of where we need to do that shadow work. All right, which is what Spirit is strongly encouraging you to do, air signs, is to focus on your healing, focus on your shadow work. What do you see in other people that bothers you so much? And this is what's influencing you. So how can you make it to where you move yourself into self-acceptance and realize that what you see in other people is what is within you? All right. So that we can get that King of Cups energy that it is coming up reversed, which is talking about emotional instability, a lack of being that person who is compassionate, empathetic, understanding. All right. We want that King of Cups energy as the outcome of this week, which is where you're more into your meditation practice. You're more into understanding your emotions. And because of that, you are a compassionate counselor or doctor, or a person that someone can turn to when they need help. You see what I'm saying? Because you've got it together. You know how to calm the emotional turbulent waters. But it does seem like this week is going to be a really good time for you to figure that out. This is a process of development here. And so we're going to see what are the lessons, oracles for this week. And envy. So the lesson that comes out for this week is envy. So again, the red root chakra is really standing out to me, which is your obstacle for this week, the King of Pentacles. Recognizing that you are this leader and you are the person who is going to be able to help influence other people. But you need to ground yourself. Any overthinking, repetitive thought patterns, excessive thinking, all of that needs to be grounded, brought back down to earth, so that anything that doesn't serve you, like envy, jealousy, dislike, disinterest in others, negative thinking towards others. The affirmation is, I am the same as everybody else with different challenges. When you begin to see yourself within everyone else, this is where your real healing is going to start, which is what I'm going to pull next, the healing oracle for the air signs. Lots of healing taking place this week for the air signs. Oh my goodness. And what did I say about retreat, guys? This is it for the week. We want to work on retreating. Coming up and figuring out where our sacred space is. Creating that space if we don't have it yet. Create a sacred space and go there to heal. Sometimes it doesn't have to be really... It doesn't have to be an elaborate space. You can basically set up anywhere. You can have a shelf somewhere within the house, put a candle on it, have a couple pictures that you enjoy, maybe a stone or a feather, something that has value to you and has meaning, and go to this place. Allow yourself to retreat from the energy of other people and sit there in self-reflection. All right, because here we have healing energy, which tells me that the healing energy that we're going to be doing this week is going to shift your energy. You are making a lot of gains with healing energy this week. It would be very beneficial if you could go to receive a healing session or a massage. But this is going to be a really good time for some healing, okay? If this is one of the strong emotions that you feel, air signs, this week, it's important to understand that anger does not go away until you address the underlying fear and the root of the anger. But every situation that causes anger has an underlying fear tied to it. And the thing about anger is that a lot of times we just suppress it. We don't allow ourselves to feel the anger in the moment. We're like, oh, it's not a good time to deal with it, so let's deal with it later. So we push it down, push it down, push it down. And what this causes is for when that anger is ready to explode, it can take you and a lot of the people around you by surprise. Because it's like, well, where did that anger come from? Like, I didn't know you were that angry. You didn't know you were that angry because you weren't dealing with your anger in a healthy manner while it occurred. So don't scald the people around you this week. Learn how to best manage the anger that arises for you. And like I said, do what you need to do. Retreat from others. Get some healing energy. Get a massage. All right. Focus on establishing your own healing abilities and work on it. Maybe do some yoga. All right. Channel all of that energy that you have into something healthy and release. All right. Release and work on building that strength back up in your heart, mending your heart, letting go of emotions that don't serve you, and focus on your own healing. All right, this week. So that's what I have for the air signs. let me just do one more little sacred geometry activation for you. Third eye chakra. All right, so the frequency of the third eye chakra, which is the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing. So it also supports our imagination and our psychic powers. So again, with that action card for the week, support your imagination, open up that third eye chakra with and your ability to perceive things from different perspectives. See what kind of psychic powers may be revealed to you this week. It's a really good time to pay attention to that. And with that envy, remember, if you see something in someone else that causes jealousy within you, know that it only means that it's a huge possibility for you and that you can do what you see someone else doing that causes this emotion within you. So it's a great indication and flag saying, hey, ding, ding, you can do that too. Follow that. But make sure that you are coming from an integrated, unique, original space that is only something that you can provide. All right. Even if you see other people doing it, nobody can provide it the way that you can. By meditating more and reflecting and doing your inner work, you will come to this conclusion on your own. All right. So thank you so much. Let me know how that resonated for you. And I'll see you next time. All right, this is for the fire signs. If you are a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, this message is for you. Wow. Okay, fire signs, this is really good and exciting. So in the past, it does seem like there was some difficulty seeing things from other people's perspectives for a short while. There was a little bit of distrust in that everything happens in universal divine order. However, it didn't stop you from moving forward. While there was some uncertainty in the past, you still kept going with a hint of trust that the universe is going to provide you with what you need. And so you had just enough of that energy of perspective that the universe was able to support you and bring you what you needed. So at the Two of Cups, it does seem a lot of us fire signs are getting involved in passionate connections. And let me just say that the Lover's card also does show up in this reading. So it's very well possible that fire signs may be in a love connection that is supportive, caring, nurturing, and loving at this time. But let me just say something that is really going to be helpful for you all this week is the Four of Pentacles, which is really holding on to your personal goals and your achievements, allowing yourself to take the time to reflect on all that you've acquired up to this point and to see where you can give yourself a little bit of extra appreciation. I feel like what's also going to be helping you is not being easily influenced by the outputting of energy from another person. Even though you are being strongly influenced by another person at this time, it's going to be important that you hold on to what's yours in the sense that you focus on what your energy is, okay? Separate that energy. Now, the Queen of Wands is an obstacle for you this week, which is telling me that you are going to be more mindful of where you are over giving your energy to other people. Work on really finding a balance and recognizing how you can share your love in a way that's also going to honor you and honor some boundaries that you set for yourself and for other people. So the energy of that's influencing you this week is the Lovers. So a divine connection between souls that is profound. If you're not in love this week or finding your love and passion, you are very well getting involved in a commitment with a business partner, getting yourself involved in making commitments with someone for business opportunity. There are some decisions that are going to be needed to be made this week. So be mindful of that, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles being your action card this week, fire signs, it is time for you to recognize how far you've come on your journey. Recognize your skill set and how much you have developed as a person, as a soul on this journey. Recognize that everything has happened to you in phases, and you are now at the phase where you are on top of your game. You're still working and studying towards developing and advancing in your craft, and that's awesome because you've already developed so many skills. And as you continue to develop on your journey and on your path, people are really going to start to look up to you. They're going to continue to look up to you because people have already been looking up to you. You have shown great strength and a great, strong connection to Source, and it's really admirable. So with the Emperor being the outcome energy of this week, hello, we are talking about rising up in your authority, in your ability to lead other people, to make sound, logical decisions and reason your way through things. You are also able to hold a great deal of power and to share that with other people to guide them in the right direction. People will look up to you after this week, and you will have the strength and the capacity to help other people. So perhaps we have some fire signs that are starting a new career. It's going to be very fulfilling. So what healing do we have fire signs need to work on this week? So the fire signs need to work on establishing a sacred space, making sure that you're taking your time every single day to retreat to your sacred space, to ground your energy, grounding, all right, grounding your energy in a very similar way that a house needs to ground the excessive energy from the electrical system. So imagine the ground wire that goes into the earth that is connected to your house. Without that ground wire, we would have a lot of excessive energy flowing through the circuits, and it would cause shortages. Okay, so don't burn yourself out, right? That's what the obstacle is this week, making sure you're not burning yourself out from over giving the love that you have, and making sure that you're directing that love inward to yourself, right? Holding your love, not holding your love back from other people, but kind of holding on to what's yours, whatever that means to you. All right. This is going to help you for this week. Retreating to your sacred space and grounding your energy, as well as focusing on the healing energy that you possess. Receive a healing from someone, give a massage, become more developed in your healing practice, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. This is a good week to really focus on that. So the soul's journey lesson for this week for the fire signs, please. We have doubt. So overcoming self-doubt, any setbacks that you have in any lack of belief that you might have within your own capabilities needs to be grounded out this week. I've released the need to know all the answers. We do not need to know how every single thing is going to play out. The only thing that is required of us is to trust. And that's going to be to open up the heart chakra, open up that solar plexus yellow energy center that is going to help drive you with confidence, strength of will, and power that you need to make it through anything. Any obstacles that you perceive in your path that you can't see yourself overcoming, look at it again and say, well, what if I just remove the doubt that I can't make it over this obstacle? And just take one step forward at a time and trust. Okay? So that is a huge lesson for you this week, fire signs. And finally, I have a Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle for the fire signs, and that is coherence. So, fire signs, coherence, this activation is going to support your ability to more effectively communicate your truth to other people in a grounded and compassionate way, in a way that other people are going to better understand you and where you're coming from. So the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So a lot of heart energy, a lot of passion this week, and a lot of creative energy. Invite that frequency of coherence and harmony to coherently manifest what you want into this reality of yours. All right. All right. So that's all I have for the fire signs. Thank you so much for watching. Next up, we have water signs. Welcome, water signs. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this message is for you. What do our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces need to know for their highest and best this week? Ooh, all right. So right away, what I'm going to go ahead and do is pull a Lessons Oracle for you. So the lesson here this week is going to be to really keep that root chakra wide open and invite the energy of abundance. Abundance supports our ability to recognize where our life is fruitful, where our abundance is. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So whatever you desire is yours, and you can manifest it. All that's required is for you to have that strong connection to the earth, be present in every moment, and recognize where you have abundance. Show appreciation and gratitude for the abundance that you have. All right, and so let's go ahead into this tarot reading. So right now in the past, it has that we had a lot of difficulty with protecting our own energy with the Seven of Wands in reversed. We had a lot of trouble with reflecting to other people their own negativity that they're projecting at you. And it's almost like you just didn't know what to do with that energy. You are victorious and you are on top of everything that you can imagine in this life. However, there has been somewhat of a failure, if you will, on setting firm boundaries and protecting your energy from the ill will of other people. And really just the beginning of opening up the root chakra and protecting your energy, really. All right. And so right now, a lot of the water signs are going through some stagnation. Don't freak out. It's okay. All right. But there's a little bit of resistance. And you know, it's funny because the water signs got the death card last week. Or was it the week before? Whatever it was. And it seems like a lot of you water signs are attracting death and rebirth, like over and over again, and you're constantly transforming. I feel like this is happening very rapidly for you guys. And this week, you want to be on the lookout for any resistance to change. Any old habits that want to just creep back in, or anything that wants to like cause you to be stagnant or resist the flow, pay attention to it. All right, because what's going to be helping you is not just walking away from every little thing that scares you. You want to kind of face your passion. You want to face your emotions head on and know what you're feeling. And don't walk away from other people just because you didn't have firm boundaries or you didn't know what they had to offer you. And so you just don't want to walk away from something before it's completed. All right. Because what is coming from the situation and from people in your environment and your surroundings has not fully blossomed yet. All right. You haven't seen the whole picture yet. So don't give up before you get to see the results of your hard work. And speaking of hard work, that's exactly what the obstacle for you this week is to start recognizing the Three of Pentacles reversed, where you have put in a lot of hard work, and get back on track with it. Focus on your craft, focus on your skills that you have, and recognize where your abundance is in life and how you can better serve other people. You have the power to influence others. And in fact, other people will look up to you when you get back on top, when you get back on your game and you start focusing. And not run away every time that you feel a bit of emotional upset. All right. So with the Six of Swords in reverse as an influencing energy, and it's funny, guys, because every single one of these cards came out in reversed for you. I don't ever remember having a reading that every single card came out in reversed. So I'm just trying to give it to you as it is. But basically, there is someone in your energy field that is influencing you to have that kind of fight or flight trigger response, that I need to get up and run away kind of emotion. I can't handle this. The emotion is too much. Not being able to cut yourself slack, not being able to cut someone else slack. So someone is having an internal struggle where they seem to attract this to themselves a lot. And so maybe it would be helpful for you to have a little bit of empathy and compassion for them and recognize that they really don't have control over it. They're not even aware that they're doing it. And in fact, Spirit says that if you could start to reflect back to them what they have projected at you in a kind, loving way, but negative energy they've projected at you in the past, it's time to start kind of reflect back to them the negative energy that they've projected at you, only so they can start to see their reflection. Magician, that magician energy is showing up reverse for the action for this week. So it is a time for you to kind of tone down on that magical influencing energy that you have and help them in a more compassionate way that's not controlling. Let go of any need or desire to manipulate the situation, any situation this week. Let it go. Surrender completely and fully, and trust that the universe is going to provide you with all of the answers that you need to know. And right now, you just don't need to know any answers. You just need to focus on your abundance and show the gratitude to the universe for all the love that you've been provided with. And so, as the outcome of this energy of this week, you are going to find yourself in a position where you get to make a choice. You always have the decision to choose. Always. So number one, you're going to learn to better protect your energy. You're going to have firmer boundaries with people. You're going to start learning how to safely reflect back to others the negative energy that they project to you without feeling like you're causing anyone ill intentions, okay? Because they need to see this so they can learn and grow. And you also have the choice to either stay stuck or stagnant or resist moving forward, resist change, right? With that death card in reverse. Or you move into this energy where you can be more perceptive, start to see things from different perspectives, opening up that third eye chakra and getting real creative on how you express yourself. Getting creative on how you let that person know without manipulation, without control or deceit. Let them know their behaviors in a healthy way. All right? And so what is the main healing that is taking place for the water signs this week, Spirit, please? Integration. This is it, guys. Integration and truth. So integration tells me that you really need to go and look at your past experiences and the accumulation of all of the different struggles you've gone through, all of the different lessons you've learned, and integrate it into the present moment. And realize where you have worked on overcoming your own subconscious shadow traits and struggles, and help yourself come up with ways to help other people. And be completely truthful with yourself. So if you are hiding the truth about something, or suppressing the truth, or if you know someone in your environment who is not being honest with themselves, you can help them in a very passive way that is just giving them space and allowing them the freedom to express themselves, listening to them, and then kindly reflecting back to any negative energy that they're projecting at you. This seems to be a big lesson for you, or else it wouldn't be the whole story for the week for you guys this week, okay? Water signs, take the message and allow yourself to take on the energy of an eagle that can fly so high that nothing can hide from his keen vision. He sees everything. Shadows cannot hide from him. The shadows cannot hide what he is looking for. And that is the truth of the matter. Insist on complete honesty from yourself and from other people, and help other people insist on honesty within themselves. So this is definitely a week of you doing shadow work and even showing other people the way in a passive way that is kind, loving, and gentle. And the last card for the water signs, we have authority and emergence. So the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Activate that power of authority in your life this week. So being receptive and wise and loving is such an important part of having authority. And emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment. and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So this week, I want you to really allow your inner child to emerge from within you. Incorporate it within every experience that you have this week. Really allow yourself to open up that crown chakra and that sacral chakra and that root chakra to really be more creative. And especially at that throat center where you can be more expressive of your unique, compassionate, centered self. You do have a divine connection to source, and you do have a lot of power. But it is important that you emerge like a child would and see all the miracles that unfold from that space. Allow yourself to witness the awesome connections that you're going to make this week, and you're going to help other people make a lot of connections that's going to be very beneficial to you. So that is all I have. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I am so happy to deliver these weekly messages. And please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post more content. And leave me a comment to let me know what you think about this reading and how it resonated for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Peace.